Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Justyna. Welcome to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. So here today I'm going to talk about the new moon happening on the 7th, 8th of May at 18 degrees of Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. If you have any placements at around 18 degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo, the fixed signs, then you will be under a greater influence of this new moon. If your birthday happens around the 7th, 8th, then this coming year will be really, really significant, and you will likely begin a new phase in your life. Now, the new moon in Taurus is a time to focus on material matters related to finances, related to possessions, related to material comforts. And this is an amazing time to set intentions and plant seeds for long-term stability and security, whether it's related to your career or business or personal life. It's also a really, really good time to connect with your senses and indulge in simple pleasures that bring you joy, that bring you comfort, such as good food or good music or nature. Now here, at the time of this new moon, we've got a massive stellium in Taurus. And the stellium occurs when three or more planets are located in the same zodiac sign and house. And they create concentrated and potent energy. And in Taurus, this energy is focused on material possessions, financial stability, sensual pleasures as well. And stellium in Taurus can generally indicate a time of economic growth, stability, prosperity, as well as of increased focus on material and financial matters. And this can manifest as a rise in property values or stock market, for example, especially stock market performance and consumer spending. It can also lead to a renewed appreciation for beauty, for pleasures of the physical world, such as art, music, food, nature, for example. However, a stellium in Taurus can also indicate a tendency towards materialism, greed, and overindulgence, as well as resistance to change and innovation. And this in turn can lead to a stagnation of social and technological progress, as well as to environmental degradation and resource depletion, for example, as well. Now, the ruler of this new moon is Venus, and Venus is unaspected, meaning that she isn't forming any tight major aspects to other planets. Now, she is applying to conjunct the new moon, but the orb is very large, around 8 degrees. So here in mundane astrology, an unaspected Venus can indicate a lack of harmony and balance, especially in matters related to love, relationships, art, beauty, and finances on a global or societal level. Now, Venus represents our values, desires, and aesthetic sense, as well as our ability to form meaningful connections with others. When Venus is unaspected, these areas can become distorted or exaggerated, leading to conflicts, leading to instability and unpredictability as well. And unexpected Venus can also indicate a lack of cooperation and compromise, especially here in international relations, as well as economic instability and fluctuation. And this can manifest as trade disputes, currency devaluation, or financial crisis. Now, let's not forget also that Venus is currently not visible in the night sky. And when Venus is invisible, it may indicate a period of difficulties or challenges in areas related to Venusian themes, such as romance, such as diplomacy, social connections, and financial matters. Now, here this period can bring about a shift in values, as people may reevaluate their priorities and reassess their relationships and financial goals. The invisible face of Venus can bring a period of unconventional expressions of art, of beauty and love, as well as innovative approaches to economic and financial issues. Now, this new moon activates the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that occurred on April the 21st. This can manifest as a time of increased productivity, creativity, abundance, as well as of new and exciting ventures and projects. Now, here, however, the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction can also bring a sense of restlessness or perhaps rebellion and unpredictability, which can lead to conflicts, disruptions, and instability. And it can also lead to a tendency towards overindulgence or extravagance and risk-taking tendencies, which can have a negative consequences in the long term. Here, Earth fixed energy is long lasting. Therefore, it is important to use the energy of the new moon in Taurus to set clear intentions and goals. Here, when we look at Neptune at the time of this new moon is at 29 degrees of Pisces. The anaretic degree of Pisces can have very significant effects on the collective consciousness and also on global events. Now, Neptune represents our dreams, our ideals, spirituality, imagination, as well as our illusions and delusions and confusions as well. So here in Pisces, Neptune is considered to be in its home. In its home sign, which enhances its influence and potency. So here at 29 degrees of Pisces, Neptune is at the last degree of the zodiac, which is a critical and transitional point. This degree is associated with endings and completion and dissolution, as well as with spiritual transcendence and enlightenment. So for this reason, Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces can indicate a time of spiritual awakening, collective healing, mystical experiences, but also of confusion, deception, and disillusionment. Now, on a global level, displacement can manifest as increased awareness of environmental issues, social justice, and human rights, as well as a rise in spiritual practices and mystical practices such as meditation, yoga, energy healing. However, it can also lead to the spread of conspiracy theories or fake news and misinformation. So here, use your sources wisely, especially around this time. Now, yes, Mercury and Chiron. Mercury and Chiron are really tightly conjunct in Aries at this point, and this can indicate a time of healing, of learning, of communication, education here. These are all very much highlighted and emphasized. Mercury represents our thinking, communication, learning abilities, while Chiron represents our wounds, traumas, and healing process. So here, when these two are conjunct, they can create a powerful energy that can bring a focus on healing, on education, as well as on the integration of the past experiences and wisdom. So here, this can manifest as a time of emotional sensitivity, vulnerability, and inner conflict. It can bring also old wounds and traumas, as well as feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. And here, for this reason, it's really, really important to use the energy of this conjunction to engage in honest and open communication at this time. This conjunction can also involve seeking out educational and healing opportunities, such as therapy, counseling, or workshops, in order to gain new insights and perspectives. All right, so that's a little bit about this new moon. Now let's see what this new moon will mean and bring for you on a deeper level. We will look at each sign. So here the timestamps are in the comment section. I follow Western astrology, tropical zodiac, and here we go. Thank you very much, and let's begin. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your horoscope. So here, a new moon is about new beginnings, a new chapter, an opportunity for setting new goals and intentions in your area of earned income, your finances, financial security and stability, financial independence. Here, with so many planets in your second house, this is a time when you might be craving that financial independence, financial freedom, and you might be very motivated and stimulated to generally either move forward with a financial goal or perhaps take risks. This new moon could also activate or move forward any events that generally occurred at the end of April during the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction. Mars is now in your first house in Aries, very, very strong in its own sign of rulership. You might be super, super driven and motivated around this new month, but think carefully because, especially because you might be stimulated to take some risks. Now, Neptune at 29 degree of Pisces, about to move into Aries, but still in Pisces. This is an important time to step back and think carefully about the next step you want to take regarding your finances. This is about distinguishing the fantasy from reality. For this reason, if you step back, you can maybe detach from the external influence and think carefully and clearly about what actually fits into your own reality. Mercury and Chiron conjunct, an amazing time for moving away, shifting away, for changing your mindset about something that is generally creating blockages in your life. But overall, new beginnings in your area of finances, financial goals, whether this is a new career, new job, or a new source of income, or perhaps new financial goal that I mentioned earlier, or perhaps you'll be investing your money. Whatever the scenario here, if your financial security and stability is very much emphasized, and you might be craving now objects of value, of beauty. Venus is invisible and unexpected. It creates a very, very wide orb with the new moon, but it's a very wide orb. So this is a time to think deeply about what is it that you want, or how you can achieve your goals connected to financial growth, financial independence. This new moon creates this amazing opportunity, and there's an element of unpredictability as well of that conjunction to Uranus, an opportunity for creating long-lasting and stable results and outcomes with that fixed energy of Taurus, and also a sextile to Saturn. So let's have a look at Taurus. Taurus, your first house is here activated. Venus is invisible, unexpected. This is a really interesting time, and with Venus here being invisible and unexpected, it's kind of acting out of the ordinary. So this could be a time of you wanting or having the inner strength, the inner confidence to deal with certain aspects of your life differently. Venus here can play out in a way that you might have this inner ability to just get out of your comfort zone with more ease. So there could be situations that occur around this new moon that when you might actually surprise yourself in a positive sense. But at the same time, a new moon in your first house, this is about you, about what you want, about your desires. I think you have gone through so much healing recently with all these energies activated in your 12th house, whether that was a reflexology, which is also connected to that 12th house energy. The 12th house is connected, naturally or traditionally connected to that Piscean energy that rules our feet. Whether this is a massage or a therapy or whatever it is, self-discovery that helps you to overcome certain issue or perhaps help you to understand yourself on a deeper level. Now this new moon offers this amazing opportunity to move forward, not backwards. The moon, the sun, they are the moon is visible in the sky at this point, fully illuminated. You become more aware of your strengths, of your weaknesses. But at the same time, here there's a little bit of that unpredictability here with that Uranus and the new moon conjunction. So expect the unexpected, go with the flow. We've got a sextile to Saturn as well, which creates stability. Perhaps this could be about some supportive a friend or acquaintance who could be very influential around this time. At the same time, it might be that you are ready to commit to some long-term goals, or some of your goals seem more realistic than usual. So there is a lot of fruitful energy that maybe will make you take some risks that could actually lead to some really interesting results. At the same time, you might also have a need to change your physical appearance, your hairstyle, your look. Maybe you'll want to refresh your wardrobe at this time as well, especially since Venus is unexpected, it's invisible. Maybe you have a need for a change, to reinvent yourself in some way with the energies of this new moon. All right, so thank you very much, and let's have a look at the Geminis. Geminis, this new moon will be in your 12th house. The 12th house deals with our subconscious mind, with spirituality, spiritual awakening. And there's a lot of energy that is connected to introspection, withdrawal, but also that needs to understand oneself on a deeper level. So this new one is actually great for having a massage, for spending time in nature, for just indulging in simple pleasures of life. Literally, you might need it. Very often with that 12th house energy, we feel like we want to retreat and we just want to do something that brings us a lot of comfort and joy without needing too much energy. Yeah, so I think that's definitely the case here. Venus is here. Uranus brings a little bit of that unpredictability. It could disrupt your sleep or your sleeping pattern, or perhaps you might have some really unusual dreams around this time. But also, it really heightens your intuition. So a new moon here is a really good time for working on some projects from behind the scenes. And this could be very much the case for you. This is also a time to commit to some energies connected to healing of oneself. And this could be a good time to perhaps move away from any negative energies, habits, and old patterns as you generally prepare for this major new cycle to begin in your life of a very expansive nature. Of course, Jupiter will move into your first house in Gemini. This will be a really great and abundant. So yes, a new moon in the 12th house is very much connected to also spiritual retreats and journaling, and generally that need to find the inner peace. And we've got a sextile to Saturn. And this could also indicate that for some Geminis, this could indicate some, well, good feedback or some positive news regarding your work. And especially since Jupiter will soon move into your first house, and this is the ruler of your 10th house, the traditional ruler. So for many Geminis, I think this will be a time of career growth in the second part of the year, especially since I imagine you have experienced setbacks and some difficult energies since Saturn entered your 10th house of Pisces last year in March. So I think it's an amazing new moon to prepare yourself for this major Jupiter in your first house transit. Of course, Taurus season is a time of withdrawal, a time when perhaps there could be some some hormonal imbalance or some health things that could come up. Nothing serious, but perhaps you become more aware of some vitamins deficiency, for example. Perhaps there's that need to heal and look after oneself more than usual. We've got a beautiful sextile to Saturn, as I mentioned earlier, which on the one hand could bring some fruitful news regarding your career, your job. But at the same time, this could also mean that whatever that you set, whatever goals you set for yourself around this new moon, they will have a long-lasting outcomes and results. Perhaps you are working on launching a business or a side hustle, or perhaps you're working to perhaps move up in your career ladder, and this could be about working perhaps from home or at home in order to improve your career prospects, whether this is some courses or whatever the scenario here with that 12th house energy. It's really important to really look after yourself. Self-care is essential. Cancers, your 11th house is activated, and here new beginnings are on the horizons for you when it comes to social networking, when it comes to your friendships, new groups, and so on. So overall, Taurus season and this new moon brings a massive energetical push upon your area of friendships. Even if for some reason you feel lonely at this point, this energy is generally making you or pushing you out and pushing you or stimulating you to take action, to perhaps get yourself out there, form connections, join some clubs. And here we've got lots of beautiful energies. Venus in your 11th house of Taurus is great for forming new connections, friendships, and you make a good impression in a social environment overall. But at the same time, this could also see you. This could be about some long-term goals and plans. And there is that element of unpredictability, whether you make a new connection in some unusual circumstances or just out of the blue, or whether this is something connected to some of your dreams, hopes coming to fruition, whatever the scenario. This is generally a very exciting and energizing new moon that will have long-lasting results with that fixed energy. We've got a sextile to Saturn. Maybe this is about here feeling more optimistic about some goals you may have set for yourself. Maybe this is about making a plan that will help you to reach your goals and hopes for the future. So there's some kind of element connected to your purpose, connected to you wanting to spread your wings. Saturn in the ninth house can restrict that ability to feel free, to feel spontaneous, because there could be too many obligations upon your shoulders. Here, this new moon brings a little bit of that spark and helps you to find a way to maybe enjoy the simple pleasures of life. And this is a great time for generally enjoying social outings and good food, good music, nature. But I deeply think it's something to do with a new group that you'll be joining, a new connection, or maybe an opportunity for joining or participating in some social networking events, and perhaps this could be about meeting someone who really, really influenced you in some positive sense. Now, at the same time, with the moon being your chart ruler, conjunct Uranus, maybe you will be getting out of your comfort zone and surprising yourself with your own actions. Maybe this is a time to take some risks and see where they take you moving forward. Leos, this is happening in your 10th house. So here your career is highlighted, your professional life and public image, your status. New beginnings here without a doubt. They might not be fully understood immediately, but generally, you've got this amazing opportunity for setting new goals and intentions connected to your public persona, your public life. With all the planets in the upper part of the chart, there's so much emphasis and lots of opportunities for growing professionally. There's more luck here in the outside world, professional life. And then in the lower part of the chart, the time has come generally to concentrate on your career at this point. Don't waste this opportunity, because then everything is, well, all these energies will move to your area of friendships, groups, and there won't be that much influence in your career area. So this is a time to take action, to reassess, reevaluate where you stand professionally. And Venus is your ruler, of course, the 10th house ruler, I mean, and Venus is unexpected, it's not visible, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that you can't reach for the stars, because of course you can, but maybe it's a time to think slightly deeper about what is it that you want. This is a time to step back with that Neptune at 29 degrees in your 8th house. Step back and think for yourself. Think about what is it that you want without being externally influenced, because this can help you make better decisions. There's this energy that stimulates you to take action, to take risks as well. And it's generally a lot of excitement here. And I think you're very lucky to have this new moon in your 10th house and this whole stellium, because this means that your career and professional life is really important at this time. And this is an opportunity for making a difference, for changing your direction, or generally eliminating whatever isn't needed. If you're not happy, this is a time to act. Definitely. And we've got a sextile to Saturn as well, which brings stability, which brings that potential for long-lasting outcomes and results, as also per that fixed energy of Taurus. Okay, let's have a look at the Virgo. Virgos, this is happening in your ninth house. The ninth house deals with foreign places, foreign people, life direction, freedom, independence. I think it's a very exciting new moon with an element of unpredictability, but also lots of stability and that ability to form long-lasting outcomes and results. If you want to, if you are in two minds about which direction you want to take, then this is a time to step back and reevaluate your situation. Whether ask yourself whether you're heading in the right direction or whether something needs to change. Jupiter is on your way, on his way to your 10th house, which can really help you to grow professionally in the second part of this year and the initial months of next year. So take this new moon to set new goals and intentions that could help you to grow in the upcoming year, because this coming year will be really significant. And it may have been quite difficult for you, dear Virgos, with Saturn in your seventh house since last year, squaring your 10th and the 4th. So there could have been setbacks in your career and in your home life. Now Jupiter is coming to your 10th house on the 25th of May, and this can be generally a massive game changer. So with the new moon in the 10th house, perhaps this is about setting new goals, intentions, or moving in the direction that could help you to feel free, that could help you to feel like you're living your own life, or that you are the director of your own screenplay, so to speak, and you're not living in someone else's reality. This is crucial. Maybe you're learning a new language. Maybe this is about maybe your belief system is changing, your life principles, your life philosophy. Maybe this is about also a foreign trip or some kind of adventure, that need for more adventure. We've got this activation of the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that took place at the end of April. Lots of expansive energy that generally will stimulate you to eliminate any blockages that generally hold you back. Chiron and Mercury are conjunct in your eighth house. Lots of depth healing. Lots of healing here with these energies in your eighth house. And as you heal any past wounds, traumas, you will be able to feel so liberated. And this will also help you to move ahead, because your life will change so much once Jupiter moves into Gemini and we start the eclipses on on Virgo and Pisces in September. But until then, you have an opportunity to implementing little changes in the area of growth, life purpose, and anything that generally helps you to expand your horizons and wisdom, maybe a new career as well, or a new major project that takes you on a global scale. Thank you. Libras, this is happening in your eighth house. The eighth house deals with deep and transformative energies. Whatever happens in the eighth house makes us either withdraw or make us become very deep thinkers, communicators. And a new moon in the eighth house is connected to either business partnerships, overall with Venus here, and that Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that took place back in April. I think during this time you can gain financially through partnerships, collaborations, investments. So it's a month to think carefully and deeply about your money situation. Now Neptune is at 29 degrees of Pisces. This is a time to step back and think for yourself, reevaluate your situation so that you're not externally influenced, so that you can think for yourself and make decisions that are based on your own opinions and ideas and thoughts. So overall, with the eighth house activation, this is connected to investment, inheritance. Maybe you hiring a new assistant or a financial advisor. Maybe you're taking a loan, or perhaps this is about a mortgage, or perhaps this is about thinking about your future, about your financial future. Maybe you're thinking about opening an ISA or a saving account. Or this could be also about maybe making investment in the stock market. This sort of dynamics are really highlighted. Or maybe you're entering a new partnership with another person. This could be very much the case as well. Whatever the scenario here, this is also an opportunity to heal any misconceptions about relationships, love, communication with others, any past traumas, difficult wounds, energies. And this is when you can reinvent yourself. This is when you can transform yourself, at least a little bit, of course. But that's what these energies are definitely offering here. And of course, Venus is unexpected. Venus is invisible at the moment. This is a time to really think deeply about your own desires, about your goals, about your ambitions as well. See what you want from your life. Jupiter is soon coming to your ninth house, which will make you crave expansive opportunities that will open your horizons and a worldview as well. Right. So let's have a look at the next sign. Thank you. Scorpios, welcome. So here this new moon activates your area of relationships, contracts. Perhaps you'll be signing a new contract around this time. This could be very much the case. Mercury is not retrograde anymore, still in the post-shadow period until the 13th, but its influence is that retrograde influence is much weaker. So yes, so basically this could see you signing new contracts, new agreements. Perhaps this is about a new connection, new friendship, a collaboration, a partnership. I think for many Scorpios, this could be about a new person entering your reality in some time in Taurus season, someone that would have an influential impact upon you. Now, this doesn't have to be necessarily someone with whom you will form a connection or a friendship. Maybe this could be about finding someone, even online, that would be very inspiring, and they would inspire you to take action in a specific direction. So perhaps you could be attracted to a business coach, someone who's got a podcast. Basically, with that seventh house energy and that one-to-one energy, this could be about being generally influenced or attracted to a certain person who could generally have a positive impact upon your growth and development, whether this is a friend, an acquaintance, or perhaps someone that you will never meet, but someone whose services you will use on demand or live on Zoom, whatever it is. Now, this could also be about a new contract, a new work-related contract, maybe even because the sun rules over your 10th house, and we've got a conjunction with this new moon between Uranus and this new moon. So perhaps for some Scorpios, this could be about some changes connected to your status, connected to your career goals and objectives as well. Now, so we've got fixed energy, which is long lasting, and also we've got a sextile to Saturn. Now, something to watch out for, because even though we've got Venus here in your seventh house and it's all beautiful, but Venus is invisible and unexpected. So for some Scorpios, this could mean that there could be some instability in your love life, in your relationships. Perhaps the time has come to reassess some aspects of your relationship. And this isn't a time to take any crazy risks or end your relationship from one day to another, because you might regret these decisions. This is about thinking things through. Remember, you're dealing with fixed energy. So here, whatever you decide, whatever action you take, it will impact your life for quite some time. Right, so let's move to the next sign. Thank you very much. Sagittarius, so welcome. So here, the sixth house new moon. The sixth house deals with our health, our everyday routine, responsibilities, duties, our work environment, co-workers as well. A new moon is about new beginnings, and we've got Uranus here as well. Maybe this is about a change in your diet. Perhaps this is about becoming vegan, vegetarian. Perhaps you want to stop or reduce your alcohol consumption or your sugar consumption, for example. Maybe you're just changing your diet completely, temporarily. Maybe you're going on a detox. Here, this could be also in relation to your work, some unexpected changes into your work environment, or perhaps this is about an interview or a new work-related opportunity or a new client. There's some kind of unpredictability here, a little bit of maybe of instability or disruption into your routine. Now here, your routine or your daily life, if you're dissatisfied, with your daily life. Then here with that Uranus conjunction, and also this new moon will trigger that Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that occurred in April. During this time, you might be also changing your lifestyle, changing your daily life, daily routine. It doesn't have to be something huge because it's just a new moon, but maybe it could be something that will help you to simplify your life, your routine, and could help you to be more productive, more efficient on daily basis. Maybe you're getting a pet, something unusual, maybe. So you'll see how it will play out in your life. Remember, fixed energy creates long-lasting results, and with all that Taurian energy, sometimes we become very stubborn and resistant to change, but maybe the change is needed. Thank you very much. All right, Capricorns, welcome. So this new moon will be in your fifth house. Here, Capricorn and this new moon are both earth sign, and this new moon connects with your ruler by a sextile. So this is actually really, really positive. This can bring that ability to create something of a long-lasting nature, and something that can have a very solid shape and form. And perhaps this could be about making some important decisions, adjustments. Maybe this is connected to your children. Maybe this is connected to your romantic side of life, or perhaps that need for fun, recreation, self-expression. Here, there's Uranus that is activated in this area of life that gives us a little bit of that unpredictable and unstable energy. So expect the unexpected. There could be a little bit of that disruption in place, but a new moon is about new beginnings. And maybe Taurus season could be about conception for some people. Or perhaps this could be about a new hobby, a new interest, a new passion. Maybe this could be about finally finding something that really aligns with your values, that brings satisfaction. So maybe you found something of your interest, and you will be moving forward with this hobby, with this goal, or whatever it is. Now we've got the activation of also of that Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that occurred around the 21st of April. So here, this new moon will generally help you to make progress with this goal idea, whatever it is that you may have started around that April 21st conjunction. But also with the new moon, at the time of a new moon, yes, we don't have that much clarity, but at the same time, we have this amazing opportunity for planting seeds. And here with the fixed energy and sextile to Saturn, which is your ruler, there is this amazing opportunity for creating long-lasting results. And whether this is a new hobby or perhaps a new project, or childbirth, or perhaps some major news announcements, plans connected to your children or childcare, for example, or family planning, or perhaps this could be also when you start a new relationship. Yes, it's very possible. And perhaps this could be a relationship of a very different nature, because Venus is invisible and unexpected. So there is a lot of depth here to that energy. But at the same time, this could be also about maybe meeting someone in unusual circumstances, someone that is different to your usual types. So yes, romance, dating is definitely here highlighted. With Venus in the fifth house, love is in the air, even though Venus is it has got slightly different energies to the usual. But here there's an opportunity for enjoying life. So maybe if this isn't related to romance or children, maybe this is about you finally finding an opportunity for a little bit of fun enjoyment as well. So here, this is about enjoying the simple pleasures of life. It's an amazing new moon for doing so, but at the same time, you can set new intentions and new objectives for yourself as well. All right, so now let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, so here, this is your family and home area of life. So some new beginnings in this area of life here on the horizon. We've had Jupiter and Uranus conjunction on the 21st of April. This new one is happening at a very similar degree. So here, this could be about implementing new ideas, following up with the goals you set for yourself, and perhaps could be like a forward momentum as well. There is a little bit of that energy of unpredictability. something happening out of the blue, but at the same time, with Venus being here and this massive stellium in the fourth house, here, I think what you need or what you're seeking around this new moon is emotional comfort, security, perhaps new way to find more comfort in your living situation. Perhaps this will be about implementing new ideas, new objectives into how you can move forward with a home related or family related goal. Now, this could be also related to some new beginnings and related to your parents. Maybe they are moving closer to you, maybe they are retiring, maybe they will play an important role in your life around this new moon, maybe they will need your support, or perhaps vice versa. They will support you in some way. But there's an element of something here happening out of the blue, but at the same time, new beginnings are on the horizon in this area of life. Overall, what you need is comfort, is pleasure, and generally enjoying the simple pleasures of life at your home. Now, pay attention when it comes to taking any financial risks, because the modern ruler of your financial area is at an energetic degree. Perhaps you're about to face some important financial decisions you have to take. And this is generally a theme, a recurring theme in the next year, as Neptune will be circulating around that final 29th energetic degree of Pisces. So overall here, this is a time to step back and see things, your financial security, from a very different perspective and reevaluate. Maybe the time has come to reevaluate your financial situation, especially since Saturn has been here for quite some time already, over a year. And Saturn, on the one hand, can bring restrictions and limitations when it comes to the finances, but at the same time can really help you to build your financial independence in a very constructive way. As long as you're persistent and as long as you're patient and as long as you implement enough effort, you can really see some amazing, amazing results. So overall here, whether you're planning a renovation or whether someone is moving into your house or whether you're moving into a new place, whatever the scenario, here that emotional stability and security is massively emphasized here, and lots of physical energy, so lots of grounding energy as well. The time has come for you to generally here, especially Taurus season, because Jupiter moves into your fifth house on 25th, and it won't return to your fourth house for another 12 years or so. So take this opportunity, these final weeks of Jupiter in the fourth house around the new moon, to work on your home area, emotional stability and security in your life. Thank you very much. And let's move into Pisces. Pisces, welcome. So we've got the third house activated here, which deals with the practical and mundane aspects of reality. We've got Taurus energy, which connects nicely with your ascendant in Pisces by a sextile, where also Saturn is present. So I think this new moon is really great for making long-lasting decisions, concrete decisions. If you set some intentions and goals for yourself around this new moon, and you follow the cycles of the new moon, you can really, really reach the stars and fulfillment, because Saturn in the first house started this massive cycle, 29 and a half years cycle. And at this point, you're reshaping your identity, you're reshaping yourself. And Saturn can bring setbacks, limitations, and delays at the same time, a massive opportunity for moving up in your career ladder, generally for improving your life through structure, through boundaries. So it's a really amazing new moon for thinking about what is it that you want and desire from your life. Communication is highlighted, perhaps. That's why I said maybe you will be dealing with some major decisions, making plans. Short distance travel is emphasized, and I think there's a lot of movement as well, and I think there could be lots of new beginnings in your community. Perhaps there will be new shops or restaurants opening around this new moon. Uranus brings a little bit of instability and unpredictability. So if you're going to be traveling around this time, check if there are any traffic jams or any disruptions or delays, because even though we've got lovely energies here of that Venus in Taurus and the new moon in Taurus, where the moon feels very, very comfortable, here Uranus can shake things up. And so overall, since Pisces is a sign that is mutable and flexible, maintain that flexibility and adaptability, which you are so amazing at. Now we've got an erratic degree of Neptune, and that's significant for you because that's your modern ruler. So the 29th degree of Pisces really reminds us to pay attention to external influences, because there's a tendency towards misinformation, towards being fake news, but also to be externally influenced, especially since this is your modern ruler. This is when you have to choose your sources wisely. This is when you have to maybe detach from the external influences, especially if it's about if you're going to make some important decisions around this time. Mars is in your second house, so this could indicate that you have this need to take financial risks. Mars is extremely strong in Aries, so this is a time to think carefully, see pros and cons. Don't let the impatient energy of Mars in Aries and that confusion and potential delusion of that Neptune at an erratic degree of Pisces commit to something that perhaps would lead to regrets. But overall here, perhaps this is also connected to a course of study. Learning is emphasized, website design, graphic design, this kind of careers are also highlighted. Maybe this is about coaching, teaching, mentoring, studying, learning, reading, and teaching is very much, writing is very much emphasized here with so much Taurian energy. Taurus, usually Taurus individuals, they love books and they reading. So this is an amazing time to really dedicate your energy, if this is something that you enjoy doing, of course, for writing, journaling, creating something that is where you can use your mental energy. There's so much mental energy that you need to release it in some way, whether this is through writing, reading, teaching, communicating, socializing. Maybe this is about a social connection in your community as well. Right, so here we concentrate on the mundane, on the practicality. This is in the 9th house. So this is when you need to generally focus on what's around you. Pay attention to the energies, the people that you surround yourself with around this new moon. This is significant. Don't get overly externally influenced as well. Thank you very much, Pisces. All the best.